Hello, good morning everyone. Today we're going to present our assignment videos about recognizing employee contribution with pay. Before that, let's meet our team first. Here's Reka, Aldilana, Ramadhan, and Maretha, Yola, Elpa, Denta. Happy watching, guys! The first one is the connection between incentive pay and employee performance. Incentive pay is a pay tied to individual performance, profits, or other measures of success. Organizational select forms of incentive pay to energize, direct, or control employees' behavior. It is influential because the amount of pay is linked to predefined behavior or outcomes. To be effective, incentive pay should encourage the kinds of behavior that are most needed, and employees must believe that they have ability to meet the performance standard. Employees must value the rewards, have the research they have to meet their standards, and to believe the pay plan is fair. The next one is how organizations recognize individual performance. Organizations may recognize individual performance through such incentives as piecework rates, standards hours plan, merit pay, and sales commission, and also bonus for meeting individual performance objectives. Piecework rates pay employees according to the amount they produce. Standard hours plan pay workers extra for work done in less than a present, which is standard time. Merit pay ranks increase in wage or salaries to rating on performance appraisal. Bonuses are similar to merit pay because they are paid for meeting individual goals, but they are not rolled into base pay, and they usually are based on achieving one specific output rather than subjective performance rating. A sales commission in incentive pay calculates as a percentage of sales closed by a salesperson. Ways to recognize group performance. Common groups incentive include gain sharing, bonuses, and team awards. Gain sharing programs measure increases in productivity and distribute a portion of each gain to employees. Group bonuses reward the members of a group for attaining a specific goals, usually measured in a term of physical output. Team awards are more likely to use a broad range of performance measures, such as cost saving, successful completion of a project, or meeting a deadline. And the next one is how organizations link pay to their overall performance. Incentives for meeting organizational objectives include profit sharing and stock ownership. Profit sharing plans pay worker a percentage of the organization's profit. This payment do not become part of the employee's base salary. Stock ownership incentive may take form of stock option or employee stock ownership plans. A stock option is the right to buy a certain number of shares at specific price. The employees benefit by exercising the options at a price lower than the market price. So, the employee benefit when the company's stock price rises. An employee stock ownership plan, which is ESOP, is an arrangement in which the organization distributes shares of its stock to employees by placing the stock in a trust managed on the employee's behalf. When employees leave the organizations, they may sell their shares of the stock.
So I'll continue to describe how organization combine incentive plans in the balance scorecard. So a balance scorecard is a combination of performance measures directed toward the company's long-term and short-term goals and used as the basis for awarding incentive pay. Typically, it includes financial goals to satisfy stockholder, quality and price-related goals for customer satisfaction, efficiency goals for improved operation, and goals related to acquiring skill and knowledge for the future. The mix of pay program is intended to balance the disadvantage of one type of incentive with the advantage of another type. The balance scorecard also helps employees to understand and care about organization goals. Okay. Next is process that can contribute to the success of the incentive program. So, communication and participation in decision can contribute to employees feeling that organization incentive pay plans are fair. Employee participation in pay-related decisions can be part of the general moves of employee empowerment. Employees may put their own interests first in developing the plan, but they also have first-hand insight into the kind of behavior that can contribute to organizational goals. Next one is communicating with employees is important because it demonstrates the pay plan is fair and help them understand what is expected of them. Communication is especially important when the region is changing its pay plan. So basically, we need to communication between the company and its employees. Okay, then the last topic of this chapter is issues related to performance-based pay for executive. Because executives have such a strong influence over the organization performance, incentive pay for them receives special attention. Executive pay usually combine long-term and short-term incentive. By motivating executive, this incentive can significantly affect the organization's performance. The size of incentives should be motivating, but also meet standard for equity. Performance measures should encourage behavior that is in the organization's best interest, including ethical behavior. Executives need ethical standards that keep them from insider trading or deceptive practice designed to manipulate the organization's stock price.
The next one is comparison. Japanese company usually give semi-annual bonuses to their employees. They would give the 13th month pay in June or July and the 14th month pay in December. The 13th month pay also called a summer bonuses and the 14th month pay is a winter bonuses. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, with government in 2020, the assistance provided is 600,000 per month, which will be provided for 4 months from September to December 2020. The government provides a budget for this program of 33.1 trillion rupiah. To get the 6,000 rupiah per month assistance program for workers, there are several conditions that must be met. As additional information, the 4 months it was disbursed twice. Later, workers who are entitled to assistance will be received 1.2 million for each disbursement. And then the non-civil servant and BUMN employees, the assistance for workers of 6,000 is given to non-PNS or TNI or Polri and BUMN workers. To get the assistance provided of 600,000 per month, this worker must fulfill the three conditions above. Workers who met this requirement will late receive the assistance of 600,000 and it will be transferred directly to their receipt account.
Next, there's comparison about Indonesia and Japan, but we have some aspects like minimum wage, average salary, incentive, and overtime pay. Yeah, like we can see overall, Indonesia is much lower than Japan, but in overtime pay, Indonesia is higher. In Indonesia, we can get 5.5 times base salary. Meanwhile, in Japan, we just can get 1.25 base salary. Okay, next is comparison of employee satisfaction in Indonesia and Japan. Yeah, if we here is some factor like salary, incentive and bonus, benefit, work environment, career development, relationship, work-life balance, and employee satisfaction. Yeah, same as before. An overall factor in Indonesia is lower than Japan, like salary, incentive, benefit. Even in car development, Indonesia is fewer and Japan is better. And but in work-life balance, Indonesia is better than Japan. And employee satisfaction also, yeah, difficult to use, but it's like lower in Indonesia, but in Japan it's slightly higher. So I think overall is Japan is still better than Indonesia about incentive and pay. So I think that's the material of today. Anyone who have a question, you can raise your hand.
And that's all our video presentation. Thank you for watching and your attention. Have a nice day.